Now this is the first of what I'm calling Binge Fest. Binge Fest is built specifically for interaction and debate amongst my binge watching community. This week I'll be ranking 10 movies, 1 being the best and 10 being the worst, that I've seen but randomised. And those movies are The Batman, Straight Outta Compton, War Dogs, Shaun of the Dead, The Foreigner, The Martian, White House Down, In Time, Sweet Girl and Damsel. When I first watched these movies, each one of them left me with a different feeling. Some had me on the edge of my seat, others stayed in my mind for days. Whether it's the raw intensity of The Batman or the unexpected charm of Shaun of the Dead, these films hit hard, which I never saw coming. So how will the ranking turn out? Coming in at number 10 is the movie Damsel. Damsel is a Netflix fantasy adventure movie where a young woman, Elodie, is set to be married to a prince, but finds herself betrayed and thrown into a dragon's lair where she needs to find her way to escape. Now when it comes to the good side of this movie, the film features impressive visual effects and a strong lead performance by Millie Bobby Brown, with a unique twist to the classic damsel in distress narrative. However, on the other side of it, the story feels somewhat predictable, and the blend of fantasy elements may not actually appeal to all viewers. While visually striking and featuring a strong female lead, I've ranked Damsel on the lower end of the scale because of its somewhat predictable storyline and its limited appeal beyond its fantasy adventure niche. Coming in at number 9 is Sweet Girl, a revenge filler starring Jason Momoa as a father seeking justice for his wife's death. When I'm assessing the good side of this movie, it's all down to the intense action scenes and heartfelt performance by Jason Momoa. However, on the bad side of things, the plot again, like Damsel, is somewhat predictable, and the plot twist might not satisfy all viewers. The reason for me ranking it at number 9 is that I know it's got strong performances and the action scenes actually elevate the movie, but the predictable plot and underwhelming twists hold it back from actually ranking higher. Ranking in at number 8 is the movie In Time. In a dystopian sci-fi future where time is currency, starring Justin Timberlake, the good aspects of this movie are based around the fact that it has a fascinating concept with strong visuals and an intriguing premise. However, on the negative side of things, the execution doesn't fully explore the potential of its premise, and the characters really feel underdeveloped, which has an impact on the whole story. And the reason for its ranking is that yes, it has an intriguing, a very intriguing concept, and the visual style is actually commendable, but the movie falls short in fully realising its potential, resulting in the mid-tier ranking. Coming in at number 7 is White House Down, an action-packed movie where Channing Tatum must save the president during an attack on the White House. Now on the good side of things, to do with this movie, it's a fully high energy action sequence and has solid chemistry between Tatum and Jamie Foxx. However, on the negative side of things, it is somewhat predictable and can just feel like it's another action movie with predictable plot points. Now the reason for its ranking is that while it is entertaining, it's somewhat predictable approach to the action genre and lack of originality keep it from rising higher within the list. Coming in at number 6 is The Martian. The Martian is a sci-fi drama about an astronaut stranded on Mars, played by Matt Damon. Now on the good side of this movie, we have a smart, scientifically accurate storyline with a very strong performance by Matt Damon, along with very impressive visuals. But on the other hand, when it comes to the more negative side, the movie's pace can be slow at times, and some might actually find that it's overly optimistic. Now the reason for its ranking, while it is a smart and well-crafted film, with an optimistic tone and excellent lead performance, it earns a respectable position, but it isn't emotionally gripping as a top contender. Coming in at number 5 is The Foreigner. The Foreigner is a political action thriller where Jackie Chan seeks revenge after his daughter is killed in a terrorist attack. Now for the more positive side of this movie, Jackie Chan delivers a powerful, dramatic performance in a more serious role, and the action is well executed. However, on the more negative side of the movie, the plot can actually be convoluted, with political subplots that might actually lose some viewers. The reason for its ranking is that yes, we do have Jackie Chan's dramatic turn and solid action sequences, which actually make the movie stand out, but its convoluted plot prevents it from reaching the top spots. Now, coming in at number 4, and one of my favourites, Shaun of the Dead, a zombie comedy that blends horror and humour as a group of friends attempt to survive the zombie apocalypse. On the positive side of the movie, it brilliantly mixes comedy and horror with witty dialogue and memorable characters. On the more negative side of things, the humour might not actually appeal to everyone, and the pacing can be uneven. The reason for its ranking is that yes, it blends horror and comedy well, along with clever writing, earning it a top spot, but its niche appeal slightly limits its audience. Coming in at number 3 is War Dogs. War Dogs is a dark comedy based on a true story of 2 young arms dealers during the Iraq War. On the positive side for the movie, the engaging performances by Jonah Hill and Miles Teller, coupled with a story that balances both drama and humour, makes it an entertaining watch. However, on the more negative side, some elements are exaggerated purely for effect, which may detract from the realism. Now, the reason for its ranking is that yes, it has a great combination of both drama and humour, plus its strong performances do make it a standout, but its slight exaggeration when it comes to facts keep it out of the top 2. Now, this was a very difficult one, but coming in at number 2 is Straight Outta Compton. Now, Straight Outta Compton is a biographical drama about the rise and the impact of the rap group NWA. On the positive side of the movie, it provides powerful performances and a compelling portrayal of the group's influence on music and culture. However, on the negative side of things, the film glosses over some controversies and is criticised for not fully exploring certain aspects of members' lives. Now, the reason for its ranking is that while it does provide powerful storytelling and the cultural impact of NWA and the cultural impact of NWA's rise is undeniable, but some glossed over controversies prevent it from reaching that number 1 spot. And finally, coming in at number 1 is The Batman. The Batman is about a dark, gritty take on the iconic superhero, focusing on Batman's detective skills. On the positive side for the movie, it creates an excellent atmosphere, a compelling storyline, and a standout performance by Robert Pattinson. However, on the negative side, some viewers might actually find it too dark and too lengthy. After all, it is a 3-hour movie with a slow pace compared to other superhero movies. The reason for it ranking at number 1 is that this film's dark, atmospheric take on Batman, combined with its gripping storyline and stellar performance by Robert Pattinson, makes it the best overall for me. If you were to rank these movies, would you change any of the ranking order? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to smash a like if you enjoy, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and follow us on all social media channels to stay up to date with the latest content. If you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more. I'm Matthew. This is Binge Watcher. Thanks for binging with me.